where we observe continuously a specific rhythm. What I mean to say is that a very strong, consistent rhythmic behavioral pattern can be seen when we look at golf performance during competition. For example, in our proprietary research, we examined the behavior of competing golfers at all levels: beginners, intermediates, college level, and the best golf players in the world. And whether we looked at a putt or a swing situation, these golfers would demonstrate consistently similar behavioral patterns before and after the execution of their putts or swings. We found that these behavioral patterns in golfers were consistently associated with distinct and specific performance phases during golf competition over and over again. For example, we observed that the golfers would start their pre-shot routine with information gathering to decide on their strategy for the upcoming putt or swing at hand, which we call the information phase. After they made a decision on the strategy for the execution, they would step up to the ball to enter the confirmation phase. During this phase, they would do their physical setup and assure the target location. Then during the trust phase, the golfers would bring their head down towards the ball while quieting their mind, just before they initiated their putt or swing execution. Then they would execute their putt or swing during the execution phase. Immediately after the execution, the golfers would evaluate the quality of their execution and their outcomes during the post-shot routine, which we call the evaluation phase. After this phase, the golfers would demonstrate a certain closure with the task and step away from the location during the reorientation phase. During the final phase of the routine, which we call the recovery phase, the golfers would move on to the next putt or swing ahead of them. When we examined specific behavioral characteristics during the pre- and post-shot routines more in depth, the data strongly indicated a specific pattern for all golfers, but particularly for the best golfers in the world. All our research combined pointed in the direction of an hourglass-shaped model, where the beginning part of the hourglass is reflecting the pre-shot routine, the middle part of the hourglass the golfer's execution of the putt or swing, and the last part of the hourglass represents the post-shot routine. Every golfer has his or her own unique optimal hourglass performance model profile to maximize the chances for producing the highest level of consistent, optimal execution of his or her putt or swing. HPI has developed a scientifically proven, systematic assessment and training methods in guiding golfers to create their own optimal hourglass performance model based on their unique qualities as a golfer. HPI provides 4 levels of mental performance services. First, the basic mental skill training program teaches the golfer to regulate emotions and thoughts in a controlled setting behind a computer at home, at our institute, or while being on the road. Second, in HPI's trust training program, the golfer is taught how to transfer these mental skills to the putting green or driving range by using golf-specific training protocols. The third step involves the assessment and training of learned mental skills in practice rounds of golf. And finally, the last step involves the assessment of a golfer's mental performance in real competition. Throughout all 4 levels, HPI provides continuous expertise feedback with reliable and objective measures to optimize the quality of the golfer's mental performance assessment and training services.